connecting. So it's it's a devotional song to Ma Durga, and culturally, yes, it has certain connotations, religious or whatever. But this is but look beyond that. Beyond that, the universal mother, the universal energy that gives rise to all that there is in the world. You want to call it Durga, you want to call her the mother, you want to call it divine energy, whatever you want to call it. But so have that in mind as you listen about how this divine force that gives rise to all that there is, what is its role in our life, and what is the strength it brings to us. So anyway, here it is. Am I audible? Okay. Volumes are okay. Volumes are good. Harmonium, voice, everything is okay. Okay. Okay, great.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Hello, Amruta, Kavita ji, Hina, Chitra, wonderful. Nikhil, hello.
When you sang Guru Brahma, at that time there was another sound also coming in the background a little. So just now it is okay.
Okay. All right.
So should I tell you if something like that comes? Or should it?
Yeah. Well, just give me a hand signal if I need to. If it's intolerable, then we'll
Okay.
stop, but otherwise we'll just keep going.
Okay. There's Nikhil Karade who's waving out to you, Sanjeev.
Oh, okay. Nikhil, yes. Hi, Nikhil. Jai Gurudev. आसुर हरने दुष्ट दलनी सिंहवाहिनी दुर्गे मां आसुर हरनी दुष्ट दलनी सिंहवाहिनी दुर्गे मां सुख प्रदायिनी भय निवारिणी जय भवानी दुर्गे मां असुर हरनी दुष्ट दलनी. You know, in Hinduism, everything is symbolic. The Asur Harani, the defeater of evil, it's not some literal monsters who are scouring the earth and you go and kill them and she kills those. It's about the demons that we suffer from. The demons of anger, the demons of jealousy, the demons of unnecessary suffering, those demons. Dushta Dalini. There is nothing evil as such in the world. It's only whatever it is that is in the way between you and seeing your true self. Those Dusht Dalini, grinding those evils, illusions, false notions, forgetting who you are, forgetting what you are here on this planet for. Those enemies. आसुर हरनी दुष्ट दलनी सिंहवाहिनी दुर्गे मां सुख प्रदायिनी भय निवारिणी जय भवानी दुर्गे मां असुर हरनी. निर्भय करनी असुर हरनी दुख दलित निवारिणी निर्भय करनी असुर हरनी दुख दलित निवारिणी भक्ति मुक्ति दायिनी माँ रूप अनेक धारिणी महाकाल जगत जननी महाकाल जगत जननी दया दानी दुर्गे माँ असुर हरनी दुष्ट दलनी निर्भय करनी making us fearless living our lives out of courage to face our demons, courage to face our strengths, courage to face our feelings, courage to face our joys, courage to face our sorrows. Dukh Dalid Nivarini, when you have that Nirbhay approach, then Dukh Dalid Nivarini, the sorrows fall away of their own accord. जगत का पालन करो माँ भक्त जन भव भय हरो जगत का पालन करो माँ भक्त जन भव भय हरो भक्तों के संकट निवारो रिद्धि सिद्धि सदा धरो मधुर मधुरी मधुर कलश की अमृत दानी दुर्गे माँ असुर हरनी दुष्ट दलनी सिंहवाहिनी दुर्गे माँ सुख प्रदायिनी भय निवारिणी जय भवानी दुर्गे माँ जय भवानी दुर्गे माँ Wonderful. Still a few rough edges. They can always be polished further. And interestingly, this is, I heard this particular composition is by two brothers, uh, Ahmad Hussain and Muhammad Hussain. They are the composers of this particular stuti. Imagine that, having that much openness, that much understanding at a deeper level, that is not about the names, it is not about the forms, it is not about the symbols, it is about the message, it is about what is that energy which underlies this thought. And what a beautiful, and I will post a link to their video also, so you can hear the original, which is just so much devotion and love. So the last stanza. जगत का पालन करो भक्त जन भव भय हरो भक्तों के संकट निवारो रिद्धि सिद्धि सदा धरो. So now, the question that can come up is, जगत का पालन करो और भक्त जन भव भय हरो. What gives us in this human form to really say Jagat ka palan karo, as if the ma doesn't know that. As if the mother is not already protecting, as if the mother is not already doing all she knows in her divine wisdom. So Jagat ka palan karo ma, bhakto ka bhav bhay haro. This fear that we live with in our life, usko dur karo. I mean, this kind of advice or this request, it's almost preposterous, except ultimately it is all bhajan, all stuti, all of this. We are only addressing our own true self. We are telling our own self. We are telling ourselves, Jagat ka palan karo. Because your true self wants to do that. Your true self wants to love. Your true self wants to take care of all that there is. And the song is an invocation to that inner mother in all of us. The inner mother is being asked to wake up. The inner mother is being told, Jagat ka palan karo. So listen to it with that in mind, that this is about you taking care of the world. And in your limited form, at least wake up and take care of people around you. Your jagat, तुम्हारे जगत का तो पालन करो. तुम्हारा जगत जो भी है, whether it's your office, your home, your family, your friends, वो जगत का तो पालन करो. भक्तों का भव भय हरो. Live in care, caring for and helping those around you through their fears, through their sorrow, through their grief. Help them through it. It's an invocation to you and me. Because ultimately, you are the hands of that Divine Mother. You are the mouth, you are the thinker, you are the vehicle through which, in which all that needs to be done, has to be done through you. You are that vehicle. So, while it seems like a जगत का पालन करो, ऐसा करो, वैसा करो, वैसा करो. हम कौन होते हैं आपको कहने वाले कि ये करो, वो करो? But it's not like that. It is to yourself. जगत का पालन करो माँ, भक्तों का भव भय हरो. And we are all in need of that in some shape and form, to a greater or lesser degree. Riddhi or siddhi sada dharo. This is a request to that inner mother within you. Riddhi और सिद्धि दोनों को साथ रखो, बैलेंस रखो. मधुर माधुरी मधुर कलश की, the sweetness, वो माधुरी मधुर कलश की, अमृत दानी. Pour your sweetness into this world around you. So it's about that. It's about you waking up to that reality. It is about you waking up to that inner mother in you, which really ultimately is only love and wants to love. So so great. Anything
So
anyone
Riddhi,
would like to say about this Riddhi Siddhi? Alok can explain better probably. Riddhi Siddhi. Or
I think it means wealth and prosperity, or
yeah,
something to that effect.
yeah, yeah. Yes. Riddhi comes from Bruddhi, Siddhi comes from Siddhi, which is powers. Balance, dono ko rakho. It's the inner and the outer. Abundance and Siddhi, which is your inner strength. And Riddhi is the outer abundance. Dono ko dharo. Let both be present. Uh, so it's an invocation ultimately to you. And any bhajan that you hear from now on, remember that ultimately when we say Jago Mohan Pyare, that Mohan is you. It is not some kid sleeping in the cloud somewhere that we are saying, wake up. Jago Mohan Pyare. Hmm. And right. So the morning is already here. The morning of your life, the dawn of your life has already arrived. Wake up. It's a wake up call to yourself. It's a wake up call to yourself to wake up and live the life you're meant to live. Live the life you're supposed to be living. Live the life that you are capable of. And one of the just something that popped into my mind while I was driving. I was just going to the club to play tennis and in the evening, and just one girl was just crossing the road, and I just happened to glance at her, and just a regular person, and and the thought came to me that what is the difference between this young woman and let's say some celebrity, okay, who we consider wow and all, right? I mean, we say wow, supposing it was, I don't know, Deepika Padukone. So if it was her, instead of this woman crossing the road, I would have gone wow, and people around would have gone wow, and there's something so amazing, so special, or whatever. And the thought occurred to me that really, what is the difference? Kitna farak hai? I mean, if you really look closely, ज़्यादा फर्क है ही नहीं. I mean, थोड़ा सा नाक ऐसा है, थोड़ा सा, थोड़ी सी 1 आध 2 इंच ज़्यादा है. But basically, fundamentally, 99.9%, there's hardly any difference. And certainly the same consciousness, the same heart, the same mind, the same feelings, the same intelligence, the same thoughts, the same ability to love, the same ability to give love, the same ability to receive love that is there in that person and this so-called ordinary young lady that was crossing the road. कुछ फर्क ही नहीं है. पास में से देखेंगे तो कोई ज्यादा फर्क नहीं. 19-20 भी नहीं, 19.5 या 19.25. तो क्या इतना, oh wow, this is a celebrity, wow, and this person we just glance right by. एग्जैक्टली. सो ये डिफरेंस जो है वो सुपर इम्पोज किया है हमने डाला है उसके ऊपर, वरना कोई फर्क ही नहीं है. एंड दैट सेम थिंग इज ट्रू even if you don't stop at celebrity. And I said to myself, and I was still full of this Durge Ma, even on my way to tennis, this song was on in the car and I was listening to it while I'm driving, और वही स्तुति चल रही थी. तो और भी मैंने अपने आप को एक सवाल पूछा कि इसमें और माँ दुर्गा में भी क्या फर्क है. अगर माँ दुर्गा सामने होती तो जो भाव, जो प्रेम और जो भक्ति अनुभव करते हम, वो इसी में यहाँ पे भी है, वह यहाँ पे भी है। वही at the base, at the root, at the very core of your being, my being, that lady's, that woman's, that girl's being, that core is exactly the same core of divine intelligence, divine strength, divine beauty present right there. So how can we train ourselves? How can we now start training ourselves? Whenever we meet somebody, whenever we are with somebody, whenever we are talking to somebody, whenever we are with any object, anything, any person, any circumstance, वो पर्दाफाश कर दो. Just drop this pretension, drop this thin veil. There's a very thin veil, the layer between whatever is in front of you, that person, and divinity, and the ultimate truth, the ultimate reality, which we are seeking and looking for in churches and in the masjid and in the temples and in meditation and in bhakti. We are searching, searching, searching. Is available right there. It's only a matter of one little veil, वो हटा दो. और ये जब हम practice करेंगे बार बार लगातार, then that is how the divine reveals itself, reveals himself, reveals herself in every moment, in every person, in everything. So this is, you know, शास्त्रों में वगैरह में ये जो मार्ग बताए हैं, भक्ति मार्ग, ज्ञान मार्ग और कर्म मार्ग, कर्म योग, भक्ति योग, ज्ञान योग, कर्म योग. तो ये ज्ञान योग, I mean, you know me, I love all of it. Always are welcome. You know, कभी कभी हम भक्ति में डूब जाते हैं, कभी कभी हम ज्ञान, and we are understanding and analyzing and reading and all of that. And sometimes we are just into the process of life itself. तो मुझे लगता है कि जो कर्म योग है is actually a very, very deep form of yoga. Because for karma yoga, you don't have to put your life on pause and do something else. See, if you want to meditate, okay, you say, okay, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to turn off the lights, I'm going to sit in a relaxed position, I'm going to switch off my phone, I'm going to, tell people not to disturb me, and I sit in meditation. So you put your life on pause and meditate. If you want to read a book, if you want to hear something, you put your life on pause. Even this open door, you're putting your life on pause to be here. So, the same thing with bhakti. If you're singing a stuti or you're, praying, or you are in that space of devotion where you feel that presence of divine and are in communication with that, in connection with that, but now life is going on. अगर आपने वो गैस पे प्रेशर कुकर लेके आप भक्ति में आ गए हो, तो वो तो सीटी तो बजने ही वाली है प्रेशर कुकर की. वो बज रही है because you put your life on hold and you're saying, okay, hold on, प्रेशर कुकर मैं बाद में देखती हूँ, और या बाद में देखता हूँ उसको. Whereas karma yoga is not like that. Karma yoga is just whatever it is you are doing. That is karma. जो भी चल रहा है लाइफ में, उसको लेकर उसको योग में कन्वर्ट करना है. एंड व्हाट इज दैट प्रोसेस? क्योंकि कर्म क्या है? सब कुछ कर्म है. आई एम स्पीकिंग, इट इज कर्म. यू आर लिसनिंग, इट इज कर्म. You go to work, it's karma. You do your work, it's karma. You play music, it's karma. You sing, it's karma. You dance, it's karma. You You cook your dinner, it's karma. You eat your dinner, it's karma. You go to sleep, you get the point. It's everything in your life is just karma. You are actually in the process of life. So the beauty of karma yoga is that you don't have to put your life on hold and take a detour to be in this, that other marg of jnana or bhakti. Karma yoga is in the process of life itself. While you're living your life, while you're, whatever, not just the positive things like cooking, and while in the middle of fighting with your spouse, while in the middle of struggling with to get your child to do its homework or play more or play less or whatever it is, in the middle of that, without putting that on hold, how do you convert that action, that interaction, that moment into karma yoga? Karma to hum kar hi rahe. We don't have there's nothing. So karma yoga, the beauty is you don't put it on hold, and you, the whole process is of converting whatever karma is going on into karma yoga. And I don't know if somebody else has said this before, they've discovered it before, some book may already know it, say it, whatever. But for me, what I understood yesterday about this was a complete revelation, which simply just happened. Not from reading or speaking, it was simply just something that just arrived on its own. That the process of converting karma to karma yoga is so easy, so simple. और आपने पढ़ा होगा किताबों में कि the process is how you make karma into karma yoga is by adding the divine into the karma, bringing the divine energy into whatever it is you're doing, that presence of divine in your action. So if it is cooking or if it is speaking to your friend, whatever it is, if that element, which is your true self, your inner self, is present, then that is karma yoga. That is what the book says. Karma becomes karma yoga when divine is present in the karma. One step further, how do you do that? And that became clear to me yesterday. How do you make divine present in whatever you are doing? The way is to see the divine by removing this thin veil where it doesn't look like divine. The moment you remove that thin veil, the divine is revealed and is present automatically, naturally, immediately, effortlessly. So, whether it is your child, your spouse, your in-law, whoever it is, just start this practice, this very simple practice of seeing through the veil. See through the veil. That veil is only a very thin veil. It is a very minor difference. I always talk about that lottery टिकट आती है ना स्क्रैच कार्ड वाली, वो स्क्रैच करते हैं लेयर, तो उसके अंदर जो लॉटरी का नंबर है वो दिख जाता है. In the same way, all you have to do to convert karma to karma yoga is to make the divine present in all there is. And even though we are saying, and the way to do that, even in language, we are saying make the divine present. It's not make the divine present. Actually, divine is already present in everything. We've heard it, we've read it, kan kan mein Bhagwan, har vyakti mein Bhagwan, har cheez mein Bhagwan. But how to see that? How to see that? Just remove that veil. There is no difference. The difference, whatever difference we are seeing, is so tiny. The whole ocean of love that your face hides, that that your physical presence hides, compared to that ocean of love that you are. That little thing that hides that ocean is nothing, in comparison to that ocean. So that thing that stops you from seeing that ocean, बहुत पतला सा हल्का सा पर्दा है, और उसको हटाना कोई मुश्किल बात नहीं है. Just see the ocean that lies behind that veil. And when you see that ocean that lies behind that veil, the veil will just disappear on its own. And that ocean is present no matter where you look, no matter where you look, no matter who you are with, no matter if you're in the middle of a fight or in the middle of, you know, expressing love. That same ocean is present in both cases. And all it takes is seeing that ocean. And how you start to see that ocean is also seeing within yourself. Ask yourself, am I there? And the minute you ask yourself, am I there? Where you end up is in that ocean that you are. You immediately end up in that ocean. You cannot answer the question, are you there? Without taking a dive and a dip into that ocean that you are. Only when you come back from that ocean can you say, yes, I'm there. So that ocean that you dive into and you see yourself, well, any of the 7 billion of us, if I ask, are you there? They all say yes. They all dive into that same ocean. So become aware of that ocean of love, which is just behind the surface, just udhar hi hai. And train yourself, practice this. The way to practice Karma Yoga is to see the divine in all that there is. And the way to see the divine in all that there is to look, is simply to look. What is that changeless underlying foundation on which this person rests? The person you're fighting with, let's say, their thoughts, whatever is in the way, are their thoughts, their opinion, their belief is in the way. You can't see this divine. But know that that thought, those words, those actions are only there right now. They will not be there in the next minute. They were not there in a minute ago. They just came and they are gone. And that person remains. So see that beyond the changing phenomenon, the body is changing, the thoughts are changing, the mind is changing, the beliefs are changing, opinions are changing. Just look past the changing and say that once this change is gone, what remains which is not changing? And immediately you are there. In every object, in every situation, look for that which is not changing. That's your clue to that divine presence. And as soon as you become aware of that divine presence, that's when you have now suddenly in that same situation, without changing the situation, without changing the script, without changing your action, suddenly now divine is part of the karma that you are in. And now that divine is in part of the karma you are in, that karma has now become karma yoga. And the beauty of this way is that you can practice it 24/7, all the time. All the time you can be in, resting in your being. All the time. And you don't have to change one little thing in your life. Whoever is in your life, fine. Whoever is not in your life, fine. Doesn't matter. You can practice Karma Yoga. Whatever things you have in your life, fine. Whatever things you don't have in your life, fine. You can practice Karma Yoga. Whatever situation, whatever people, whatever circumstance, whatever objects, doesn't matter. You can still practice Karma Yoga. So, so this is the basis, this is the way, this is how easy and simple it is. For Bhakti Yoga, you have to find time. For Gyan Yoga, you have to find time. Take time out and do it. Karma Yoga, you don't have to do that. No matter what it is you're doing, make the divine, which is always and anyway the background of your existence. It is always the background. Without the divine consciousness and awareness, none of this is even make any sense. All this, whatever I'm saying, whatever you're looking at, if there was no awareness, seeing, looking, listening, if that awareness was not present, all this is meaningless. So that awareness which is already always present, जो background में है ही, हमेशा है, अभी भी है, उसको सिर्फ हम foreground में ले आते हैं, साथ ही साथ, जिंदगी के साथ साथ, तब जाके ये कर्म योग बन जाता है. So our 3 steps which we talked about, first step, are you there? And I immediately, when I say yes, where do I look? So I am that unchanging. Everything else changes. My thoughts change, body change. I'm not that, not that, not that. When I keep dropping what I am not, I can, my clothes, I can drop, my wealth, I can drop, my knowledge, I can drop, my books, I can drop, my relationships, I can drop. And so I keep on dropping till I come to a place where something I arrive at, which I cannot drop. I cannot drop awareness. I cannot drop consciousness, because to drop consciousness, I have to be conscious. To drop awareness, I have to be aware. I have to be aware before dropping it, during dropping it, and after dropping it. Only then I will know that I have dropped it. Awareness I cannot drop. So not that, not that, not that, not that. I come to that which I cannot let go. I let go of everything that I am not, and I arrive at that which I cannot let go. And that is my true nature. That is who I am. That is step number 1. Step number 2, what is the nature of this true nature that I say I am, or that I am? If I look at this ocean that I am, and I ask myself, what are the qualities of this awareness? Does it have any shape? No. Does it have any size? No. Does it have any color? No. Does it have any name except I? There is no name even. Does it have any, is it angry? Is it jealous? Is it upset? And you find that no, upset comes and goes, anger comes and goes. But that to which it comes and goes is not itself angry. In fact, it is peace itself, love itself. So this is the second step. Understanding the nature of this I that I am. And the third important step, which is forgotten and ignored by most of the books and most of the available knowledge, which is the most important step, and that is the step that converts karma into karma yoga. The step that converts karma into karma yoga is the third step. And what is the third step? The third step is to bring those qualities, nameless, formless, peaceful, loving, open, joyous, blissful, which I see very readily when I just look. Bringing those qualities from the background of my existence into the foreground of my existence. That is the third step. And that is the step which is missed by most people who are in, on this journey. They think that, okay, I'm not that, I am this peaceful, loving state, and they want to just be in that, and they stop there. And when they stop there, there is no scope for karma yoga. You cannot sit in a cave. You may be peaceful, you may be even enlightened, but freedom comes from bringing that, expressing that in the real world, living that. If you stop at the second step, it's a dead enlightenment. It is enlightenment, no doubt, but it is a dead enlightenment. A living enlightenment is after you take the third step, which is to bring those qualities back into this world, into the, into dust and dirt and grime and grief and sorrow and tragedy and comedy and all this drama that makes up this life of ours. When that element, that final presence enters the stage of your life, that is when that drama becomes a divine play. And that is when your karma of life, the drudgery of life, turns into karma yoga. And heaven descends on earth. Great. So this is the most interesting part of whatever we are bringing to on this platform. That to define it, to express it, to explain it, literally is a matter of minutes. Literally minutes. We have just been talking about all this for maybe half an hour, 40 minutes. And that's all it is. That's all there is to say. There is nothing I'm holding back. There is no secrets. There is no, ऐसा करोगे तो ये मिलेगा, ये करोगे तो वो मिलेगा. Nothing. This is it. This is all there is to it. It's that simple. And that is why it's known as the direct path. We directly, in 3 steps, from wherever you are, take 3 steps and you are on the path. Take the 3 steps and you're on the path immediately. 2 minute में आप उसी राह पे आते हैं जहां हमें सबको चलना है. But the journey, this is the path, okay? It is not the destination. It is not the end. So while it takes maybe, 5 minutes even, in 5 minutes, if the stranger comes to me, I can probably, a lot of you also can talk about this and explain what we are talking about in 10 minutes, 5 minutes. And you are there, you're on the path. You are now established and set. We have given you the compass, given you the map, given you the road and put you on that road. So that only takes a few minutes. But clearly, walking this path is a lifelong journey. And each one of our paths are different in that way, because your life, your circumstances, your thoughts, your situation is different than mine. The difference is very small, by the way, because ultimately it is all divine play at deeper level. But each one has these different ways to go and different things to do and different challenges that they will meet, whether it is tragedy of, that hits our lives or great success and whatever. So walking this path, इस पे चलना, एक जिंदगी निकल जाएगी. लेकिन कैसे चलना है? जब ये हुआ, ऐसा सिचुएशन में कैसे इसको बदले हम? ये सिचुएशन में कैसे बदले हम? ट्रेजेडी में कैसे बदले हम? सक्सेस में कैसे बदले हम? हाउ डू वी मेक प्रेजेंस इन ईच ऑफ दीज डिफरेंट? तो वो जो डिटेल्स है, या तो आप अपने आप समझते जाएंगे और प्रैक्टिस करेंगे तो आते जाएगा, But that is the whole open door. All these 250 or 300 videos that we have made is just from looking at the same thing from different angles, but we are looking at the same thing. And the same thing is the retreat that we are going to be together in November, is going into the detail. कि जब ऐसा होता है तब how do you make karma into karma yoga? जब ऐसा होता है तब how do you make karma into karma yoga? You know, so many different challenges are there, so many different ways in which different obstacles, each one of us has different set of stones and thorns in this path as we walk. And we will look at all of these in that retreat. कि ये ऐसा पत्थर जब आता है तब कैसे चलना है, ये ऐसे कांटे आते हैं तब कैसे चलना है. But the way is always the same. The 3 steps, that's it. The minute कांटा आता है, पत्थर आता है और हम हिल जाते हैं रास्ते पे से, और रास्ते पे आने के लिए की रास्ता है 3 steps. 3 steps and you're back on the road. So I'm inviting everyone again, November 24, 25, 26, 27, about 3 days, to actually 3 nights. We will spend together at a retreat, at a resort, not a resort, but at our ashram, but a beautiful place, and go into more details. In fact, the name of this retreat, we are naming it, what did we name it last time? 3 steps? 3 steps, 3 days. Yeah, 3 steps, 3 days. That's what it is. So anyway, any thoughts, questions, comments before we close today? Especially people who are new to this idea. I think a lot of you have heard this, variations of this many times, but some of you may have heard this for the first time. So especially I want to know from you, like Naina, Nikhil, Ritu, Hina, who else is there? Sana. A retreat will be in Pune area somewhere. Maybe same place also, Hidden Oasis, I'm not sure. Could be the same. But we have still to finalize the place. But I'm visiting a couple of places during the next month. One is apna Purushottam ji ki jagah jo hai, wahan jayenge. I'm also visiting Hyderabad next month. So wahan bhi kar sakte hain. I'm going to Bali also next month. Bali pasand aa gaya to Bali mein kar lenge retreat. So great. Any other questions? Hina, you want to ask? Can people unmute? Thank you, Ritu. Ritu, you are Niyati's friend, right? Same Ritu or is somebody else?
No, yeah, Niyati's friend.
Ah, wonderful, wonderful. Good, great to see you. Yeah, you were there at the chanting also. Great, great. Yeah, so
Good evening, sir.
great. Any questions or thoughts? Anything you'd like to ask or share?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Sana or Naina? Naina.
Sana.
Sana, bolo, bolo.
So I want to really, really thank you. It's a very small word for you, but it really means a lot. And it has started with Jennifer Master bringing us to a very different path. I've done so many workshops, but something different Master has taught. And I actually came to know from Master what is meditation, that is being in peace.
Right.
And to know more about what I am is all open door. And I mean, I am really speechless for what you teach, and what you teach is giving me a feeling that life is very simple. It's we who make it very complicated and
Right.
kind of make it very entangled here and there. But
Right.
if we just leave the people the way they are, and I mean, not in a bad way, but surrender, just kind of feeling good about them also. And I have seen that when I do that, I get a good response also from them.
Correct, correct.
Because I learned from
Sana, I would say ki it's a little deeper than just feeling good about them. It's about
yeah,
seeing the divinity which is hiding,
exactly.
hiding
Sir,
in
because
plain
you
sight.
told, exactly, because last time you told, sir, that there is something called love deep within when I asked a question. And I've been always following it that अगर ये बंदा ऐसा कर रहा है but इसके अंदर भी प्यार है, but due to some
Bilkul.
reason that person
It
is
is
behaving like
veiled.
this. Yeah, it's veiled, as you rightly said just now, sir. There's something hidden behind it. So
Correct.
we kind of need to unfold it, or we kind of need to bless them and just move forward. So
Perfect. Perfect. And
I'm
that's
so
true
ever grateful to you.
for true for circumstances. Like I know you
Absolutely.
also went through some major grief in your life,
Yeah,
not recently. And even there, underlying that grief, underlying that sorrow is only love. Because if
absolutely.
love was not there, the grief would not be there.
Exactly.
The
So,
shock
I
would
mean, this
not
I
be
never
there.
thought of. I
Yeah,
mean,
it
this
is
is
only
something I
love.
never.
It is just another way of experiencing
Oh,
love.
oh my God.
Grief is another way of experiencing love. It's just a different name, but it's actually the same. So it is also love. All is
Thank you,
all
sir.
there. Yeah, yeah. Grief is also love. And it's okay to grieve because it is
Yeah.
also love. Yeah.
And Master once took me through a communication when Master did the workshop, and I could communicate with my brother through divine as Master taught. And thereafter, I have got so relaxed that I kind of communicate with him in a subtle way, and I feel that he's all around me. Master Jennifer,
Absolutely.
I'm so ever grateful to you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. The energy is all the same, different names, different forms. And when you connect with that energy which underlies all that there is, then there is nothing
So
left.
you actually taught us one important thing. I think we all have not forgotten, but we have missed it somewhere in the hustle bustle of life. That is love, and that's what we learned from you, sir.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it's the only lesson there is actually. And it's not my lesson, it's the universal lesson of life.
So, but then we miss out, and when we
We
come
miss
to
out,
you,
we
we just
forget,
say,
yeah.
"Wow, yeah,
We miss
we
out and
miss." I mean, it's there, but we miss out in experiencing it and following it to the core. And I think, like today, I'll give you a very. It might sound a very stupid example, but it's just that my helper didn't come for 10 days, and I came to know from one of the building mates that she was talking bad about me, that why Sana wrote that why Nanda didn't come or XYZ. But I was also unwell, so I wanted her to come or give me an idea as to when she's going to come. So initially, I thought I'm going to tell her that don't do this. But then I immediately thought to myself that Sir said, uske niche andar bhi pyar hoga. So just leave it, bless her. And I actually called her to speak to her. And it was so fortunate that she didn't pick up the call. And when she called back and she said, Sana, you called? I said, नहीं नहीं नंदा आंटी वो ऐसे ही लगा था मैं कल बात करूंगी and I just don't want to tell her anything and I kind of thought I'll bless her. It's okay if she didn't come.
correct, correct.
Yes.
राइट राइट अभी अभी ये बात ये है सना कि वो आए या ना आए हो सकता है कल वो आएंगे कल नहीं भी आएंगे लेकिन
जी सर.
आपका जो लाइफ का जो अनुभव का ये पल एक जो बिताया आपने या तो
जी
आप
सर.
चिड़चिड़ेपन में बिता सकते थे या प्रेम में बिता सकते थे और आपने
Yeah.
ब्लेसिंग आशीर्वाद और प्रेम में बिताया तो वो
Yes
तो
sir.
इमीडिएट एक क्या कहते हैं उसके एक हो ही गया ऑलरेडी अब चाहे वो आए ना आए who knows.
So in fact I could feel it the way she said हाँ सना you आपने कॉल किया था otherwise she never speaks that way. She's always saying हाँ बोल क्या बोलना है. But
अच्छा
today I mean she said हाँ सना फोन किया था.
yeah
It was like
yeah see
it was
that's
very different.
yeah this is the magic about this whole karma yoga that the world is a mirror. It's
Yeah.
just reflecting what you are. And this process of karma yoga is nothing but shining your own mirror, taking the dust out of your own mirror. And when you
And
take
we
the
need to
dust out,
really
the
practice.
दुनिया जो है वो तो ऑलरेडी चमत्कारिक है, ऑलरेडी ब्रिलियंट है. आपका मिरर जब साफ है तो वो ब्रिलियंस दिखाई देता है, वरना वो तो पहले से ही ऐसे ही थी.
Absolutely, sir. And
Brilliant.
it's like we need to really, really practice it over and over
Yes,
again
yes,
to make
yes,
it
over
as a
and over
daily
again.
habit. Yeah,
And the fun part is that you can do it anytime.
Yeah, I mean, in
Anytime.
any situation,
In any situation, like even right now, right now, is your heart filled with what that bhajan said, bhav bhai nivaro, dukha
correct.
haro, what I'm feeling for all of you is, how can I take away your pain? How can I, whatever that pain is, how can I do that? What can I do? What can I say that will heal you? What can I say that will bring you love? What can I say that will bring you to who you are? So this I can, what I'm saying is in any circumstance, whether I'm, yeah, yahan pe I'm hosting open door, or I'm practicing my music, or I'm playing tennis, or driving a car, whatever it is, that is the fun part about this whole karma yoga. It's anytime, 24/7 available. Ha, Naina, any thoughts?
Sir, everything is clear, sir.
Sorry?
Uh, everything is very clear, sir.
Ah,
Can you hear me?
wonderful. Yeah. Okay. तो नैना ज्यादा बोलेंगे नहीं. अब तक
Sir,
अब तक ये बोल के
sir,
नहीं बोल, अब तक,
please, sir.
हाँ, नहीं, अब तक ये बोल के नहीं बोल रहे थे कि नहीं, मैं तो अभी यहाँ नहीं हूँ, मुझे कुछ ज्यादा इसके बारे में पता नहीं है, तो मैं सिर्फ सुनूंगी. अभी सब
Yes,
सुन
sir.
लिया
Sir,
तो
it is
बोलते हैं
third
हाँ,
आप
सब
बोल
क्लियर हो
सकते
गया, अब कोई
तो
बोलने का बचा ही नहीं.
uh, sir, why I'm so clear, because I've done yoga and I know some philosophies, all this karma yoga, bhakti yoga, and everything. So the concept is very much clear to me, all the things. And even I teach in my session to others, like how to come out of their problems by removing all the negative things and come to the positive things. And
Yeah,
right,
actually, I will
such
suggest
things.
that you can go one step further, which is, it's not about removing negative things and coming to positive things. It's about seeing
Yeah, sir,
divinity.
yeah, sir.
Hold on.
So come
Yeah.
to neutral first. I
No,
explained to them that also, come to neutral from negative and
it's,
positive. So, okay, maybe my way of explaining is different from you, I think. Uh,
no, it's not about neutral or positive or negative. It's about developing the ability to see divine in all that there is, including the negative. उसमें भी जब गुस्से में आपको भगवान दिखाई देंगे, तभी जाकर मुस्कान में भगवान दिखाई देंगे. हम जब तक कहेंगे कि जब तक गुस्सा है तो इसको निकालो, इसको हटाओ, इसको कम करो, फिर हम जाके देवत्व को देखेंगे, तब तक एक लिमिटेड, सही है, कोई गलत बात नहीं है, आप जो कह रहे हैं वो भी सही है, लेकिन जब तक हम हर सिचुएशन में, हर व्यक्ति में ये देखने की प्रैक्टिस जितनी ज्यादा करेंगे, वो अपने आप बदलते जाते हैं. Circumstances change on their own, and when we see the divine, then that's when the magic happens. Probably you are saying the same thing anyway.
शाश्वतता देखनी है सब.
शाश्वतता देखनी है
शाश्वतता
हर
देखनी है
चीज
सब में.
में, हर
Yes,
चीज में,
yes,
नेगेटिव हो, न्यूट्रल हो, पॉजिटिव हो, कोई फर्क नहीं
or
पड़ता है. आपको नेगेटिव में भी शाश्वतता
yes,
दिखना
sir.
शुरुआत करना है, आपको, सबको, हमें भी. You understand? That is the
Yes, sir. Correct.
shift,
100%.
and that is
Yes,
what
sir.
I'm explaining today. That's in all situations. Then we don't have to wait for the right situations before we operate in that mode. You understand? Any situation,
Yes,
we are good to go. Great. So thanks for that. Huh, Ritu?
Uh,
Sorry. Huh.
I had a question.
Sure. Good. I love questions.
I'm new to this platform, so but I totally love what you say, and I totally can feel the depth and relate it.
But I think here we all are, whoever is present, of course, we all are trying to see the divinity in each other, all of us. But whatever said and done, it is very difficult. I mean, I have been honestly trying to practice it since a while now. I mean, if not much, I could say at least 2-3 months, but it is
So let
quite
me let me propose one way out of this. You are right. What you're saying is so true. कि जब ये challenges of life, whether it is pressures of family or whatever it is, तब
right.
जाके कहाँ ये भगवान की बातें कर रहे हो यार, मुझे तो कहीं नजर नहीं आ रहे. But so what we have to examine is हमारी परिभाषा क्या है देवत्व की, उसको हमें broaden करना है. See, we have this thought that divinity exists only in beautiful places, for example, or beautiful people, or beautiful situations, or beautiful circumstance hai, then yes, everything is divine. And I can easily say that, हाँ, Bhagwan, मुझे अनुभव हो रहा है कि how divine nature is, and how like you go to, Kashmir or Switzerland or whenever, and you see all this beauty. Wow, oh God, how beautiful it is. Granted, nothing wrong with that thought. But we have this idea in our mind that the opposite of that is not divine. We have the idea that the slums of Dharavi have nothing to do with divinity. For example, I'm not saying you are thinking like that. But the divine is infinite. Divine is not finite, is not limited to things that look beautiful. Divinity is much, much bigger, much, much broader, much wider, much deeper than anything our mind can even conceive. It includes all the so-called ugliness that is there in the world. It is also just divine play. It is also a divine form. So we say कि जब मुझे beauty दिखती है तो मुझे भगवान दिख जाते हैं. Ugliness दिखती है तो मुझे भगवान नहीं दिखते. But अगर हम परिभाषा भगवान की, that God is in all forms, in all shapes. God is in the laughter, yes, but it is also in the tears. It is the same divine element. It's the same showing up in this form, showing up in this form, showing up in that form. So rather than waiting for the situation and the circumstance to change according to our mind and our definition of what is divine, we expand our definition to understand and realize that all is divine. So we don't have to change anything. We don't have to wait. मान लो बहस हो रही है किसी के साथ और उसमें हम कहते हैं कि अच्छा ये सब परिस्थिति में भगवान का रूप देखो, तो यू विल थिंक कि ओ ये बहस जब खत्म हो जाएगी और जब हम व्हेन वी आर फीलिंग गुड एंड ओके एंड काम, देन आई विल सी द डिविनिटी इन दिस अदर पर्सन. इट्स नॉट दैट वे. वो बहस जो चल रहा है, जो सिचुएशन है, it is also another play of that same divine form showing up in this form. And you say, wow, अरे वाह, ऐसे चल रहा है तेरा आज. बट है तो तू ही, है तो तू ही. कृष्ण नाम दे दो, अल्लाह नाम दे दो, जो भी नाम देना है दे दो, है तो तू ही. अच्छा, तू इस रूप में दिखाई दे रहा है, गुस्से वाले रूप में दिखाई दे रहा है आज. चल तुझे भी देख लेते हैं. And the minute you open yourself to being okay with that anger in that other person or in yourself, that it is also just another form, another play of that same divine energy, then that okayness allows that anger and allows that behest to simply, matlab, it just loses its power and energy and has a chance to simply vanish. Because it's only that resistance that keeps it in place. Otherwise, it anyway had no energy of its own. It's all divine play. That's all there is. So expand our definition of what we think is godly or godlike. Then everything, if we really look deeply, Matlab, take something as disgusting as manure. Okay. Manure is the has the energy and the divine spark in it to go into the soil and convert a seed into a flower. It's that same thing. It looks like manure, fine. But what is its true element? Its true element is life. Its true element is growth. It just looks like manure. And we only want to accept the manure as God when it shows up as a flower. Oh, divine presence. But when it is manure, we say, nahi, nahi, mujhe to yahan Bhagwan nahi dikh rahe. So that is the beauty and that is the way. If we can see the divine in the manure and the flower, then all is God. And then that's when we really are living कण कण में भगवान. हम इस कण में ही भगवान देखते हैं, उस कण में नहीं. So that's the way. That's how we come out of this. And nothing negative about manure at all. It's all just that in different forms. Just remove the veil. Remove the veil. Go ahead.
Thank you. No one's ever explained this to me. I hope I can remember this.
Sure. We are recording it, so don't worry. You will be able to go back to the video and see it on YouTube.
So much.
Great. Great. Thank you all very much. Love you, love you, love you. Stay healthy, stay wise, stay beautiful, and be in the divine presence in every moment of your life, no matter what the circumstance, and just enjoy this divine play that you have been presented with called life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jai Gurudev. See you.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Thank
Let
you.
me just stop.
Jai Gurudev. Good night.
Stop the